From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. One of the top RCMP officers in British Columbia has been charged with multiple counts of assault while off duty. The BC Prosecution Service says Assistant Commissioner David Taboul is accused of assault and assault by choking. The identities of both alleged victims are under a publication ban. The federal NDP has its first leadership candidate. Filmmaker and journalist Avi Lewis has announced his candidacy on social media. As Canadian press reporter David Baxter explains, Lewis does not have a seat in the House of Commons, but is well known in NDP circles.
He's the grandson of a party founder and a former leader, David Lewis, and his father, Stephen Lewis. He's a former leader of the Ontario NDP, so Avi now looking to put his stamp as being also a party leader.
Alberta NDP MP Heather McPherson and International Longshore and Warehouse Union President Rob Ashton are both listed as candidates on Elections Canada's website, but they've yet to officially announce their running. The Canada-U.S. Trade Minister says the federal government will accept a bigger deal from the U.S. if Washington offers one that's in Canada's best interests. Dominic LeBlanc says he expects to be back in the U.S. capital for further trade talks in the next few weeks. Canada has been looking for relief from sectoral tariffs on steel, aluminum, autos, and softwood lumber. The federal Liberal government has introduced legislation creating 4 new hate-related criminal offenses. Justice Minister Sean Fraser says the bill will make it a criminal offense to willfully promote hate through the use of hate symbols, like the swastika or the SS Bolt.
The key here, though, is that it's not a blanket ban on particular symbols. It is a new offense that deals with the willful promotion of hate through the use of those symbols.
The bill will also create new crimes of obstruction and intimidation aimed at protecting religious institutions. A BC ostrich farm is calling on supporters to gather at the farm this weekend as it waits for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency to begin a cull of the birds. The farm fought the cull ordered after an avian flu outbreak. The CFIA won't release details or the planned timing of the cull. Canadians might be shunning visits to the U.S. for leisure, but new figures show corporate travel appears to be business as usual.
Data from SAP Concur suggests Canadian business travel to the U.S. during the first half of the year remained stable compared with last year's levels, even as overall travel south of the border dropped. During the 6-month period, the data shows the U.S. accounted for 79% of corporate travel from Canada. Beth Nanton, a partner and U.S. immigration practice leader at KPMG Law, says some companies are being more careful when preparing employees for travel and even seeking external counsel. Michelle Zedekian, The Canadian Press.
This is The Canadian Press. In sports, the Toronto Blue Jays can clinch a playoff spot tonight with a win and a little help. A victory over the Royals in Kansas City, as well as losses by at least 2 of the Red Sox, Tigers, and Guardians would punch Toronto's postseason ticket. Week 16 on the CFL schedule begins tonight on 2 fronts. The Montreal Alouettes visit the Toronto Argonauts in the early game. The late matchup sees the Calgary Stampeders hosting the BC Lions. The Washington Commanders will be without quarterback Jaden Daniels when they host the Las Vegas Raiders Sunday. The NFL's reigning Offensive Rookie of the Year missed a 3rd straight practice today with a left knee injury. Washington backup Marcus Mariota will make his first start since 2022 with the Atlanta Falcons. Canada is back in the Women's Rugby World Cup final. The Canadians defeated New Zealand 34-19, advancing to next weekend's title match in London. Canada will face either England or France. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.